What's up, YouTubers? Tommy G here, and I'm here to make a esports category video. I kind of want to go over. It's going to be about League of Legends, and I kind of want to go over what I think they're doing right as a company, as a league for the LCS, and kind of go over what I like so much about them and what they're doing. As you guys know, I play League of Legends. I'm nowhere near good. I'm decent, I guess you could say. I really don't have a lot of time to put into the game or gaming anymore, you know, being in the Navy and being a father and stuff. So a lot of my time is taken up, but I do pay attention to the league and what's going on and you know, the community a lot. So I want to start out by saying pretty much, you know, the first thing they're doing right is they're keeping it simple. You know, as you guys know, I competed competitively for Halo 2 and Halo 1, and what made that game so good, you know, as far as MLG going, is that it was just simple and it was a great game, you know, and what kind of killed the Halo community competitively and publicly, actually, the public community, was that they were just pumping out games and they just weren't really focusing on making it. They were throwing too much shit into it, you know, with all like the special grenades and the fucking power-ups and this and that. You know, Halo 2, they just had the plasma and the frag grenade, and that worked fine, you know. It's when they start throwing all this other crap in it that makes it, you know, a bad game. And you know, as far as, I mean, I know it's hard for companies to kind of balance esports and the competitive community and you know, the public community. It's extremely hard to balance them, because, you know, most of the public community, they want crazy shit going on, you know, and in the competitive community, you know, most of the MLG settings or any other league settings are just, you know, like one weapon or one type of weapon, you know. Again, going back to Halo 2, you know, start with the BR, you know, no duels on the map, or, you know, it was just very simple. It wasn't you know, 30 different guns on the map. So, you know, that's where I feel like a lot of games are going wrong nowadays, and League of Legends isn't really doing that. And another thing is sequels. I mean, I understand games have to make money, developers have to make money, publishers have to make money. That's how they stay in business, and that's how they make more games. But, you know, you take a game. I'm going to make a lot of references to Halo 2. I know the game's very old, but Halo 2 is, the Halo series is very dear to my heart. Well, pre-Reach. After Reach, you know. Well, Reach itself just sucked. But Halo 1, 2, and 3, you know, are very close to my heart. And I base all of my esports opinions off of Halo 2 and that era of competitive gaming. So, what I want to say is, you know, the Halo 2 community, the Halo 3 community, you know, those games were very similar. Understand, you know, 360 came out in the middle of those two releases. So Halo 3 kind of had to come out because there was a new system coming out. But, and LG did a very good job of dumbing down the game and making it those simpler settings, you know, where there's only one power weapon on the map that, you know, everyone fought for the first 2 or 3 minutes of the game. And that's another thing that made that game very fun. You know, things like Call of Duty, it's just, I'm not a fan of Call of Duty, I'm not a fan of competitive Call of Duty. It's that game is just too much for me, and it's not Halo. And I think Halo 2 was the perfect game for competitive gaming. The engine, the way teams made strategies, the way teams made setups, it was just fun. But sorry, I'm going on a rant. This video is about League of Legends and what Riot is doing right. So what they're doing right is they're not making sequels of games. They're not losing community or players from releasing a new game where it's different mechanics, different this, different that. So you lose pro players because their skills just aren't as good on the newer engine or things like that, or, you know, they don't add a bunch of shit to the sequel that, you know, turns people away, that, you know, because it's so much different from the first game. So what they're doing right is, you know, it's one map, you know, the Summoner's Rift, 5-on-5, one map, different champions, you can switch it up, you know. It has the meta that the players create, and excuse me, my phone's ringing. And they keep it fun and more interesting by releasing a character every so many months. We just had a big patch a month or two ago where they redid the jungle a little bit and changed up some items and made the support role more more fun and actually had more of a purpose in the game. So they're doing it very smartly, and it's great for competitive gamers because it's the same game, and it's great for public players because it keeps them interested in the game because new stuff's coming out. Plus it's free to play. Can't beat that. Can't beat that at all. So, and they still grossed, like I was reading an article the other day, like $737 million or something like that, and the game's free. So they're doing something right. So that's what I like about them. They're just focusing on, they know they have a good game, and they're just focusing on that and making it better and making it interesting, to keep players, keep players staying playing the game. So, and as far as the LCS goes, what I think they thought was, hey, we have a great game here, it's, picking up steam, it's very popular, and what's League of Legends, like about 4 years now, and they have a professional league across, Europe, NA, and Asia. They have like 16 pro teams in each country that they pay salaries to. They gaming houses. They have their own stadium. They have a set season, set schedule. They kind of blew MLG out of the water with like the way that they structure their league, and they're able to pay salaries to their players and things like that. I mean I know sponsorships help the teams out a lot too, but I mean, who else can say that? What League of Legends has done for competitive gaming. I mean, yes, PC's always been larger than console gaming, and that's where a majority of my time is spent, is console competitive gaming. But like I said, I've always kept a close eye on things, on the entire esports spectrum. So, they're keeping it simple, and they freaking Riot got the U.S. government to allow athletic visas for professional gamers now. Like, that just goes to show you, it's on the government level that the government's recognizing, League of Legends and the LCS as a legitimate career path for people. 'Cause that's the only way we allow, people from other countries into our country, people from other countries into our country to work with working visas, is if it's a legitimate career path. And the U.S. government allowing them to come over here on a gaming visa, they recognize it as a legitimate career path, which is awesome for all of esports and all of gaming and gaming in general. It's just bringing it more from that biased opinion where it's just nerds in the basement, in their mom's basement, playing video games all day, to a professional sport that's that you see on TV and see on commercials, and it's now like kids are like looking up to these athletes and things like that, and showing their parents what it really is. And it's definitely the past 3 years, 3 to 4 years, is esports really is getting big, and I'm happy to see it. I wish it was like this when I was playing, when I was competing, back in I started competing in 2003, when you still had to bring your own controller and freaking TV to MLG events, and but it's so much bigger now, which is awesome. And I just think Riot is doing a smart thing with League of Legends. Like I said, same game, keeping it simple, adding little things here and there a few months to keep it interesting, to keep the players there playing. LCS is it's set up great, it's structured great, it's a great idea. It's perfect for esports because it's a staple league that is comparable to other professional leagues, NFL, NBA, MLB, things like that. And the last LCS World Championship sold out the Staples Center in like 5 minutes and made the website crash. I don't think the Lakers have done that, and they've been playing there for years. That just, like I said, it just goes to show you how good Riot Games is doing, and I'm very happy for them. Happy what they're doing for our community in esports and gaming. And I just hope they don't make the mistake that like console developers make of pumping out these games every year, every freaking 9 months, and just adding stupid shit to it, and just destroying the community and not making the game fun, and not and just destroying the competitive league. It's so hard for console gaming to have a stable competitive league or community because games are constantly changing, constantly coming out. Riot Games, I'm talking to you if you guys are watching this. I doubt it, but I could wish. You guys are doing a great job. You have a golden egg, and I know you guys know that, obviously. And just keep it as is, like a single game. NFL, like football, hasn't changed in years. NBA hasn't changed in years. They're still playing on the same field, same rules, same teams, and I hope that's what you guys do. And you guys have the perfect opportunity to do it. And with all these new gaming, there's no longer gaming teams. There's gaming franchises like Fnatic, Cloud9, who own multiple teams, and players come and go, but the teams are still there, which is awesome. Again, it's just making it more legitimate of a sport, legitimate of an organization. So please keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a hell of a job. I enjoy watching the LCS, every weekend on Twitch, and just keep it up. And I hope you guys agree with me, YouTubers. I hope you agree with me. If any comments, anything else you guys want me to talk about, please let me know. And have a good day, guys. Later.